Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm taking a look at 3 Amazon exclusive Funko Pops from Captain America Civil War. These are part of the Amazon exclusive Build a Scene where you can kind of arrange all of them in their teams and make a whole little battle display. I don't have the room for that, so I just got some of my favorite characters, and I figured because they are all part of the same scene, we might as well take a look at them in one video. So obviously we're starting with Scarlet Witch because she's my favorite Marvel character. Now, I've never actually gotten a Build a Scene Funko Pop before, but this one caught my eye immediately because the pose just looked so cool. And I do think that this is immediately one of my favorite pops ever. Like, the flying pose is just perfect, and it's night and day to the original Scarlet Witch Civil War Funko Pop, which unfortunately I don't have with me here in California. That's back home in Michigan, but that one was kind of just standing on the ground, and the graphic design has changed significantly in like the last 7 years, so they look quite different. I wish I could have done a comparison, but like I said, I really like the pose. I love the way that like her trench coat is flaring out a little bit. The magic powers on her hands look awesome, and I guess if I tilt that up a little bit, you can see the magic underneath her hair as well. I also really like the smoky eyeshadow look she has going on. It almost looks like it's just smudges, but it really does make her look a lot like she did in Civil War. She does still have the brown hair in Civil War, not the orange that she got in Infinity War and Endgame, and I'm pretty happy about that because I always liked the brown hair better than the orange one. But overall, like I mean, the paint job looks to be good. I have noticed on some Funko Pops, like the paint jobs are pretty bad. I can't say that about this one because, especially like up on her chest where there's a lot of bare skin, like that looks like pretty detailed and really good. And of course, it's a bobblehead like all the Marvel Funkos are, so you can just bobble her a little bit. But I've definitely seen bobblier Funko Pops. The one thing I will say is that all of these are attached directly to the base, and there's no way to remove them or repose them. So that is a little bit disappointing. Like, I get that you're supposed to build a scene, but I wish that you could just rotate them a little bit somehow. Next up is her boyfriend Vision. This pop looks really good as well. I also think he's dirt cheap on Amazon right now. He's like $5 or something. So if you want this pop, now is the time to get it. But the paint is pretty different from his first version, which of course I do have back at home. But I don't know, like the shade of red seems to be very different. It's a lot redder and like less pink, which I don't think is totally accurate because we'll take a look at the boxes at the end. But he does look much more pink on the box than he does in real life. Like I said, though, the paint job is pretty good on him as well. I think, no, that wasn't actually a fleck on his eye. It rubbed off, must have just been some dust. But I like his pose a lot too because it kind of looks like he did right before he flew into Giant Man, like when he just spread his arms apart. And I think that especially like the detail work on his boots is really nice. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, like his superhero costume is very detailed, and I really like what's been done around his boots. And then I also really like his cape. Like his cape is like textured. It has this like little gradient effect almost. Again, I don't think it looks like exactly accurate to the cape in the movie, and I mean it's very slightly flexible, but you can't really pose it around or anything. Um, but even though it doesn't look exactly like the movie, I still think that it's a good look, because this is a toy technically. I mean, it's a collectible, but it's a toy, and I think it does really look the part, even though it's not like completely accurate. Because I think his cape is kind of transparent in the movies, and the red is definitely not this prominent. But yeah, I think that he looks really good next to Scarlet Witch, and you can kind of just align the bases next to each other. They don't really connect together or anything like that. And then lastly, we have Black Panther. The original Civil War Black Panther was actually one of my first Funko Pops ever, and this version is so much more detailed. Again, I really wish I had brought that one with me so I could have done a comparison, but the mask on this one is just like night and day compared to the original. Even though I still love the original, this one is just such a clear upgrade. So the head is definitely my favorite part. With all of the silver lines, you can also see like that fine Wakandan detailing in the mask. And I mean, his Civil War suit is just like, I think it is my favorite suit of his in general. I didn't really like the suit that T'Challa got for his solo movie compared to the Civil War one, but it's not like it was super detailed, so there's not like a ton of detail on the body. You do have the necklace, of course, and then you have some silver accents. And then you do have some nice work on the arms, like his gloves are cool, and then you do have those silver accents on there as well. But the head is really what shines here. Like that fine black detailing that in the head with the metallic silver lines, it's just perfect. Like he looks so incredibly good. I could not pass up getting this figure. And I mean, I guess Vision is Team Iron Man too, but yeah, I'm not really trying to assemble teams here. I just got the characters that I thought were the most interesting. So like I said, it's really easy to display them. You just kind of line up these hexagonal bases. But this is what I mean when I say I wish that they could be repositioned. Like you can't remove T'Challa from this base. So you can't have him like twist around to face Vision. You can't make really a dynamic pose. Like yes, the characters are posed dynamically, but you can't like rotate the direction they face in or anything like that. All you can do is kind of shuffle around how they sit in relation to each other. But I don't know. So like I like having Wanda in front because Wanda's my favorite character. But then I feel like she's too close to T'Challa because she's not perfectly centered, and then she's too far away from Vision. And if I swap it around to the other side, then Vision I feel like is just kind of looking off into nowhere, and honestly so is T'Challa a little bit. So I wish that they were more adjustable or that they were centered a little bit more, because I don't think that there's a lot you can do with this kind of display without really like turning them all into each other, because this also doesn't look good. So I'm intrigued by the idea of like build a scene Funko Pops, but I don't think I'd ever spend the money to actually build a full one, especially not for something like Civil War, which has like 12 characters in this build a scene. Here are the 3 boxes. You can see the Amazon exclusive tag, and they all say Civil War at the start of their names. Other than that, you know, they're pretty standard Funko Pop boxes. You have the characters at the front, but you do have little motifs like with like whatever team they support at the back. You get these little kind of cardboard inserts. So I really like this. You know, like you have Iron Man's arc reactor, and then on Wanda you do have Captain America's shield. So I think that these are cool, and they would honestly make good backdrops, like if you want to just stick these up on the wall behind whatever figure you're displaying. And then at the back, you can see all of the other figures in the Build-A-Scene. When I got Wanda, all of the others were like still unrevealed. So Vision was first, then you have Hawkeye, Black Panther, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch. And then since then, I think it's been Bucky. I think that was Falcon. Then it's no, that's Falcon, obviously, with the big wings. So then I don't remember who that is, because that's Ant-Man, that's Spider-Man. Who else was like flying? I don't remember. Let me know in the comments. And then I think it's going to be Iron Man and Captain America. But the Iron Man looks super static, so I'm not really that excited for him. But I think only Iron Man and Captain America are left unrevealed at this point. But yeah, that about does it for this review, so thank you guys for watching. This is how I used to display my Funko Pops on my desk back in 2016 when I first started collecting them. But now, actually, I think I'm going to take these into work and pose them up on my desk amongst all of my Lego stuff, because I think that they'll look pretty cute there. Let me know which one of these is your favorite in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys with hopefully more Funko-related videos in the future. Bye for now.